Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Backstage plans regarding Cody Rhodes' imminent WWE return have been revealed following the former Undisputed Champion's absence for the past month. On the latest episode of WrestleVotes Radio on WrestleBinge, WWE's plans for Cody Rhodes' return were revealed, and it's happening sooner than you might expect. The sports entertainment juggernaut has a packed schedule in the next few months, with Money in the Bank happening less than a month from now. According to Joey Votes, backstage sources have relayed the information that Cody Rhodes' return is expected to happen before Money in the Bank 2025. Whether that means the 16th May episode of SmackDown, Saturday night's main event, or otherwise, hasn't been mentioned. However, the return is happening, and it's bound to occur soon. It's going to be interesting to see what direction WWE takes with Cody Rhodes when he makes his return. The two options seem to be going after John Cena for the undisputed WWE title, or potentially chasing the Money in the Bank briefcase. Common sense would likely make you believe that the American Nightmare will confront John Cena, but stranger things have happened in WWE. Cody has attained the status of a top-tier WWE superstar over the past few years, and thus a Money in the Bank briefcase isn't needed to justify his pursuit of the title. John Cena won the Money in the Bank briefcase back in 2012, and he also became the first person to fail a cash-in when he tried to do so in a morally correct way. However, the year-long reign that Cody Rhodes had would likely be enough to justify a rematch against Cena, even if WWE isn't consistent with enforcing the immediate rematch clause. A recent report from P2 Insider stated that there has been an internal pitch to have John Cena and Travis Scott compete in a tag team match at Money in the Bank 2025. The report further stated that Travis Scott is available to be at the event. If that were the case, it would make a lot of sense for the American Nightmare to have a tag team partner against Cena and Travis Scott. In a development that is already shaking the core of the WWE universe, exclusive backstage reports have now revealed the massive plans in motion for the return of the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. After an emotionally charged WrestleMania 41 and weeks of speculation surrounding his future, internal sources confirm that WWE has locked in a blockbuster strategy to bring Rhodes back to the spotlight in grand fashion, and sooner than expected. Cody Rhodes, who concluded WrestleMania 41 with a climactic victory over Roman Reigns to finish his story, subsequently disappeared from weekly programming, prompting fans to wonder whether WWE was pressing pause on his momentum or saving him for something even bigger. According to insiders close to the creative discussions, the latter is true, and Rhodes' absence has been calculated to amplify the impact of what's coming next. While Rhodes has taken limited appearances following his historic win, WWE higher-ups, including Paul "Triple H" Levesque, have reportedly been in constant communication with him about mapping out the next chapter in his championship reign. Sources within the company suggest that WWE wants to transform Cody into a cross-era figure, blending modern charisma with the old-school prestige of title-holding icons like Bret Hart and Dusty Rhodes. It's a concept WWE is calling the Champion of Legacy, which will involve unprecedented angles that honor tradition while building Cody as the face of a new WWE era. This next phase for Rhodes is expected to kick off as early as the upcoming Money in the Bank Premium Live event, where WWE is preparing for his surprise involvement, possibly as a last-minute match announcement or a dramatic segment to set the stage for SummerSlam. One creative pitch being heavily considered is for Cody to issue an open challenge to any superstar willing to step up on a major stage, invoking his reputation for fighting champions and classic wrestling ethics. The idea is to use his presence to elevate both himself and the next generation of contenders, particularly with WWE pushing younger stars like Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, and Ilja Dragunov. Internally, there's growing excitement about the potential feud between Cody Rhodes and Gunther, the former Intercontinental Champion who's now reportedly transitioning into a main event heel role. Sources indicate that the company has gone back and forth on when to pull the trigger on this feud, but ultimately see it as a long-term rivalry that could culminate at Survivor Series or even be extended into Royal Rumble season. Gunther is viewed as a perfect foil for Cody's babyface persona, and the backstage consensus is that this could be one of the most physical and compelling feuds of the decade. Beyond his in-ring direction, Rhodes is also being positioned for more involvement behind the scenes. While still in his prime as an in-ring performer, Cody has apparently expressed interest in contributing to creative discussions, particularly when it comes to character development and storytelling. Several producers have credited Rhodes with helping talent fine-tune promos and even suggested that some of the emotional depth in WrestleMania 41's main event was a result of Rhodes' input. WWE reportedly sees Cody as someone with long-term executive potential, akin to what Triple H became after transitioning away from full-time competition. This aligns with WWE's broader plans to usher in a hybrid generation of talent, stars who are not just athletes but storytellers, business-savvy and capable of transcending the ring. Cody's experience outside WWE, including his tenure with AEW and work with independent promotions, has made him uniquely valuable in this regard. According to one source familiar with the internal dynamics, Cody's got one foot in the future and one foot in the past. That's what makes him so important. He understands both sides of the industry, what makes a match matter, and what makes a brand thrive. With Rhodes now entering his first full championship reign as undisputed WWE champion, the company is also weighing how to protect the prestige of the title. There's been discussion about limiting the number of times the belt is defended on television, echoing the days of Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart, when title matches were rare, drawing major attention when they occurred. This strategy would elevate the importance of each match while giving Cody more room to develop layered storylines and longer-term angles. One pitch that has gained momentum backstage is a months-long arc that sees Cody Rhodes challenged by a faction from within, a group of stars who claim he doesn't represent today's WWE and needs to be dethroned. While no names have been locked in, several have been floated, including Grayson Waller, JT McDonough, and even a possible call-up from AFC. The idea is to create a stable that embodies chaos, youth, and modern attitude in contrast to Cody's classic honor-driven approach. If approved, this feud could stretch from SummerSlam to WrestleMania 42, offering a slow-burn payoff that mirrors the year-long arc Cody himself underwent. Another major piece of the puzzle lies in the potential return of Randy Orton to confront Cody. With Orton back in action and maintaining a strong presence on SmackDown, some WWE producers are reportedly pushing for a storyline where Orton confronts Rhodes over his leadership as champion. The proposed storyline would play on their legacy as members of Legacy, the faction led by Orton years ago, flipping the power dynamic with Cody now in the mentor role. It would be a feud based heavily on personal history, and WWE officials believe this could be one of the most emotionally charged storylines of Cody's reign. Of course, the specter of The Rock continues to linger. WWE has not ruled out the possibility of The Rock returning for a showdown with Rhodes, particularly as part of a WrestleMania 42 spectacle in Las Vegas or Hollywood. The proposed idea would be for The Rock to return not as a babyface, but as a symbolic challenger, a legend who believes he's the true heir to wrestling royalty and wants to test Rhodes' legacy against his own. This dream match has been floated around creative meetings for over a year and could finally be realized if schedules align. Interestingly, WWE also seems keen on involving Cody Rhodes in crossover opportunities. According to insiders, Rhodes is being eyed for upcoming Netflix and Peacock specials, including potential voice work and documentary appearances. One source claimed that a new WWE documentary series may focus entirely on the post-WrestleMania life of Rhodes, giving fans unprecedented access to his training, family life, and thoughts on wrestling history. Rhodes has reportedly approved early filming, and production has already begun filming around his appearances at WWE headquarters in community events. While fans may be clamoring for immediate weekly appearances from Rhodes, the internal approach is rooted in discipline and patience. WWE believes that by spacing out Cody's presence and reserving his major moments for carefully selected milestones, they can keep the audience invested over a multi-year period. One source close to WWE creative stated, Cody isn't going to be the kind of champion you see every week. He's going to be the kind of champion you wait for. And when he shows up, it feels like something special. That's the model they want. There's also a renewed push for merchandise and branding around Rhodes, with WWE planning an expanded American Nightmare collection that includes retro-inspired gear, a comic book project, and a signature cologne. The goal is to position Cody as not just the top guy in the ring, but a fully marketable global figure. Licensing executives reportedly view Cody as the most bankable face in the company outside of John Cena and Roman Reigns, and are actively seeking crossover deals in sports, fashion, and gaming. In the words of a senior WWE official, Cody's story didn't end at WrestleMania. It just reached the end of a chapter. What comes next is the transformation from the man who finished the story to the man who builds the future. That's where the money is, that's where the legacy is, and that's what we're about to see. As anticipation builds, fans can expect WWE to begin dropping cryptic teases on Raw and SmackDown in the coming weeks. Posters, logos, and possibly even messages from Cody himself will begin surfacing in short vignettes, fueling speculation about his next move. And while nothing is confirmed yet for Money in the Bank, all signs point to that event, marking the first step in a master plan years in the making. What's clear is that WWE is fully invested in Cody Rhodes, not just as a champion, but as a foundational figure of the company's future. With a carefully crafted long-term plan, a list of dream opponents, and the entire machine behind him, Rhodes stands poised to become the defining WWE superstar of the decade. His return isn't just about one man, it's about everything he represents. And from what we're hearing backstage, it's going to be nothing short of monumental. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.